I didn't raise my voice when the security guard stepped in front of me, though the urge scraped at the back of my throat. The clipboard in his hand, the smug lift of his chin, the way he pronounced my name like it was something unfamiliar. Everything tightened the air around us. Not on the list, he said again. Behind him, my own vacation house, my sanctuary, my quiet getaway, had been transformed into a wedding wonderland of white fabric and glowing string lights. Guests wandered through with champagne glasses, blissfully unaware. I could hear my sister laughing above the music, light and airy, joy wrapped around something that felt like betrayal. I could still feel the sting in my hands from hanging those same lights, still smell the marinade I'd mixed for the caterers, still hear the stubborn crackle of the tent canopy I'd fought to assemble the night before. And somehow still my name didn't make the guest list. My parents approached from behind as if they were stepping onto a stage. "Don't make a scene," my mother murmured, smiling like a camera was pointed at her. "That's just how things are," my father added, gently steering me aside as if I were causing trouble. That was the instant everything went cold. I stepped back, nodded, quiet, steady, and as the final guest slipped inside, I pulled out my phone and dialed 911. But that call was merely the ending. The story started long before the sirens ever echoed. I used to believe my sister adored me. As kids, she trailed after me like a shadow, copying my hobbies, borrowing my clothes, mimicking my laugh. Later, she asked for my advice on everything: school issues, job problems, relationships. I thought I was her constant. The truth seeped in slowly like decay. The shift began with small things. Her forgetting I existed unless she needed something. Then came family events I learned about last. Compliments with a sting. Plans adjusted without informing me. Still I held on. Isn't that what older siblings do? Take the hit so the younger one stays intact? But one night, about 4 months before the wedding, I overheard her speaking with our parents. My name came up, followed by a frustrated sigh. "She's just too much. I don't want her ruining things. This is my moment, not hers. Ruining things. My help. My time. My house." That was the fracture. The betrayal didn't arrive in one dramatic blow. It showed up as a pattern, calculated exclusion, every slight a rehearsal for the final performance at the gate. I never confronted them. That's the thing about revenge. It relies on patience, not fury. When she asked to use my vacation home for the wedding, I agreed. When she begged me to help with catering, I agreed. When my parents praised me for being so generous, I smiled, because I had already chosen to let them reveal themselves fully, publicly, irrevocably. They would hand me everything I needed. My plan wasn't theatrical. It was simple. The property legally belonged to me, my name on every permit, every code, every document. But my sister cut corners on vendors, skirted regulations, doubled the occupancy limit, and installed electrical setups without an inspection. I warned her once, calmly. She rolled her eyes. So I collected everything. Her messages, every violation, every contract signed without my approval but tied to my property. I didn't file a thing. I just waited. On the morning of the wedding, I walked the grounds like a ghost, checked the overloaded generators, noted the blocked fire exit, snapped photos of the illegal alcohol service. Quiet evidence, neatly time-stamped. And when the security guard smirked, and my parents delivered their well-practiced smiles, that was all the permission I needed. When the dispatcher answered, my voice was steady. "There's an unpermitted event on my property. Overcrowded, unsafe wiring, alcohol violations. I'm the owner. I need officers and fire inspectors. No dramatics. Just truth, the truth they had given me willingly." The sirens arrived right as the vows were about to start. I remained at the edge of the property, watching the chaos play out like a scene I had storyboarded. Guests scattered. The music died. The fire marshal cut the generators. Officers questioned my sister, my parents, the vendors. I watched realization spread across their faces, slow, dawning, painful. My sister searched for me, eyes wide, pleading. I didn't move toward her. I didn't offer comfort. I just held her gaze and let her understand. I didn't destroy her wedding. She did. I simply refused to take the blame this time. After the final citation was issued, after the ceremony collapsed and the guests fled, she finally approached. "You did this," she whispered. "No," I said. "You invited it." And for the first time in years, something lifted from my chest, like finally exhaling after holding my breath far too long. I drove off before anyone could ask me to stay or explain or forgive. The road stretched ahead, quiet, open, clean. Revenge isn't loud. It isn't fire or chaos. It's simply delivering the consequences someone has worked so diligently to earn.